We've embarked on season 4 in the Vanarama South, and it's looking all too samey again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your host for today, Mr. Y. Callum.
It's a Y Callum, manager of Slough, the best there's ever been. Y Callum, it's a Y Callum, look out for his dog, yes he's got a lovely dog.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Bill Slough, our Regionnaire save with Slough Town, where we're trying our best to get Slough up the divisions. Yeah, we are trying our best to get ourselves up the divisions with using players only from the Bill Slough region. However, we're in season 4 and we're still here. Yeah. So I mean, are we having success? I don't know. It's 2 seasons in a row where we've lost the playoff final. And as I said in the intro, it looks like we might have that situation again. We currently sit 6th in the division, 35 points, 11 points off top of the table Tonbridge Angels, which nobody saw coming, I don't think. And we've played a lot since you last saw us, 18 games to be precise. Let's run you through them. There is the Chippenham game where you saw in the first game of the season. Since then, we've had a myriad. What a word. A myriad of victories. We have lost a couple in there, here and there as well. We lost to the top 2. We've lost to Wealdstone and we've lost to Tonbridge Angels 5-4. We've had our goalkeeper going off on international duty at the wrong times. We've signed a backup goalkeeper. And we've scored quite a lot of goals. In the very last game that we played on the stream, we actually won 8-2 against Frome in the FA Trophy second round. Talking about trophies, we are also in the second round of the FA Cup, and we'll be playing that in the next stream against Welling. A really favourable FA Cup second round draw, that one, I'd say. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not brilliant either. Do we really want another season where we're going to have a failed playoff campaign, or is this the one finally that we managed to get out and through? This is the tactic we're currently playing with, very, very different to how we started the season, and you might notice a few players that perhaps weren't really part of the team at the start. I think the big mentions, Denton has come into a back 3 rather than being a DM. Imre is now a starting right wing back for us, and he has been fantastic for us this season on a 7.44 rating. Lusala has come into the back 3 as well, when he was, of course, an inverted fullback before. Dice continues. Omalabu has had a brilliant season, 7.24 rating, 8 goals to his name in all competitions. Louis Copley, who's a man who we sort of wrote off really at the start of the season, has come back with a vengeance and is having a brilliant year, also 8 goals. Cargbo doing his normal, got another 11 for the season so far. And Mario Isaacs is the other person who we can talk about, who's got 7 goals in all competitions. We have recently signed Stan Flaherty, who's playing for
We don't talk about esports.
last season. However, he's come in, he's only played 5 games so far in the league, 4 off the bench, not had a massive impact, but someone who looks like he could be a useful option now we're playing with wide men. Today, we face off against Aveley, a team we beat in the playoffs last year. They might be out for revenge against us, and a team we quite often struggle against. Let's see how we get on. So a couple of changes to that lineup that I've just run you through. Temi coming in for a game in centre half. Mario Isaacs will also start out on the right-hand side. Aveley, I mean, teams do tend to change quite often each season. A couple of names that I noticed there, Edwino Vaz being one of them at left-back. So, first highlight of the game with Dice down on this left-hand side. Dice crosses it towards Mario Isaacs, who's fouled in the box. And it will be a penalty to Slough early on here. It will be Kessie Denton, someone who we've brought in to take penalties. He's scored 2 already this season. And he scored a 3rd. He sends Eve the wrong way. And Kessie Denton with his 3rd goal of the season from the spot. It's a really soft one for Aveley to give away. They are above us in the league. The 4 balls kicked today, but that goal would put us above them. So the second highlight of the game here with a Day passing it out to Denton. Denton, poor ball there to Imre as Harmon cuts it out for Aveley. Harmon comes forward and the shot is harmlessly Harmon over the bar. Imre Sorry. Imre. Another penalty. Unbelievable. Vaz has fouled Copley there. And I think Kessie Denton. Is it Kessie Denton? No, it's Omalabu. Why is he taking this one? Omalabu shouldn't be taking it. He scored. And why is it not Denton? I don't know. But it's 2-0. I'm very confused why they've changed there. Denton is our penalty taker, but the captain, Omalabu, makes it 2-0 to Slough. I mean, ultimately, I'm happy. I'm confused, but I'm happy. 2-0. A day now with an immediate chance from the next highlight. Magoma now, their captain. You'll notice Omalabu's wearing the armband. That's not because we've given it to him. It's because Chambers Prillon isn't in the team at the moment. And neither is the vice captain, who, I'll be honest with you, I can't remember who that is right now, but they're not in the team anyway. Babatunde, Odesanya, plays it over the top to Burton, but Lusala will cut this out. He's been a really good addition into the defence, Lusala. I like him a lot. As he knocks a long ball there today. Off to Omalabu, he's got one goal already. He's got Cargbo in the middle. It's good for, oh my goodness. At first it was awful, but then he picked it back up and the shot was well saved by Eve. We will have a corner now. I'm not sure this is from the actual same highlight though. Isaacs will take this one short into Imre. Danny Imre back to Mario Isaacs, who drives into the box and shoots over the bar. It's touched over by Eve, I think, in the end. And we'll have another corner now. Relentless pressure here from Slough. Dice into Imre. Could we get another penalty? It's towards Cargbo! We don't need a penalty for that one.
It's Cargbo.
What a fantastic first half. Dice and Imre.
It's Cargbo.
Imre got a cross in to the back post, and Cargbo does what he so often does. Heads it past Eve into the bottom corner.
It's Cargbo.
And it's 3-0 to Slough. Cargbo is edging nearer and nearer to the top goal scorer in Slough history as well, which is amazing. I think he might be 3 goals off it now, which is really, really exciting. But at half-time, it's Slough 3, Aveley 0, and I thought we were going to have a hard game. With it being 3-0 at half-time, we've made a couple of changes just to rest a few legs, honestly. Copley and Dice have come off for Flaherty and Gregory as well. As Magoma heads that down, Odesanya scores, and Dominic Odesanya, oh dear, it's 3-1. I don't like that. I don't like that, not one bit. It's a free kick from Little. Magoma heads it over. Odesanya looked borderline off there, and Ade, who hasn't impressed me hugely in goal as of yet, does score. We are going to see the lines. I'm intrigued. I mean, it looks very, very close to me. Perhaps Imre is keeping them on the man behind the first header. But 3-1, game on. As Vaz will now have a corner for Aveley. This could make it pretty awkward, as Lusala heads that one away really well. Harmon now into Odalusi. Magoma. Odusanya, well blocked, and his shot again, but that time Dylan Ade with a brilliant bit of goalkeeping to tip it over the bar. A really solid save from our Ghanaian goalkeeper. Harmon now crosses it in. It's headed away by Cargbo, and it's gone for a throw into Aveley. Another corner here for Aveley, though, in front of their away fans. Harmon will take it to the front post. Lusala heads that one away. Odalusi's got time and space. Harmon now comes inside. Harmon, it's a good save again from Ade, and Odalusi now picks it back up. Odalusi crosses it towards Rush. Gregory should head this out, and it looks, I thought he was going to head out for a corner. It's actually brilliant from Gregory. Omalabu, and we start a counter-attack here. Cargbo, Omalabu. I'm not sure what Gregory did there. It's like he did a 1-2 with himself there almost, and Odesanya gives away the free kick. We're going to give Josh McCatman the final 20 minutes of this match in that attacking midfield role, the shadow striker role, for us to see whether he can have any impact. But ultimately, if we see no other highlights, we are happy. If you look at the match stats, Aveley have actually had more shots on goal than us was in this game. But ultimately, it boils down to who's put it in the back of the net more, and we are the team who have done that. Our XG is actually really low considering we've had 2 penalties as well. As Odesanya gives it back to Magoma now. Babatunde with a long ball towards Rush, who is going to get there, you know. Rush gets there. He's shepherded by Temi and Burton, Darren Burton, and with 7 minutes to go, we are concerned. That 3-goal cushion we had at half-time has been completely taken away, and now Aveley are just 1 goal away from taking something from this game. Odalusi with the ball in. Burton unopposed, 7 yards out, and Ade dived in vain, and it is 3-2. I think we need to make some changes, just as I see Aveley go to a 4-2-4. Okay, so we have made some slight tweaks to the formation, bringing Flaherty back into midfield, McCammon out on the right, and Imre's also dropped back into the defence. It hasn't stopped there being a highlight though, as Magoma will start this one for Aveley. I said they'd feel a little bit hard done by, especially having conceded 2 penalties. Rush now off to Little. Grant, oh my goodness, it's a massive chance for Grant, and he strikes it over the bar. Wow, really, really big chance there for Aveley late on, and luckily for us, the second half performance was a poor one, but we take the 3 points. So our next fixture is against Chesham away from home. Quite a lot of changes for this one, with them being 21st in the league and this game only being 3 days later. We bring Flaherty and Isaacs into the attack, with Alcott coming in the deep line playmaker role and Tafari Moore at left back, with Temi Awika as that covering centre half in the 3. It's interesting because Tyrese Dice is a player who's so often been Mr. Reliable, whereas this season we've been leaning more on Danny Imre on that right hand side than Tyrese Dice. It's a real transition, and the first time in 4 years really that Tyrese Dice hasn't been the main man. Interesting to see how we get on here though. Away from home against Chesham, here we go. Something that unfortunately has happened off the field is both Kessie Denton and Mario Isaacs. There's a promise in their contract when they signed to improve the coaching team. The board haven't let me do it. Even though I've replaced a couple of my coaches and upgraded them, Isaacs should have scored as well. Even though I have upgraded a couple of coaches, they do not see that as improving the coaching team. Most of our coaching team is the best in the league, and yet both of them are upset. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Hopefully they'll get over it, but not a great one for the morale, as Denton gives it into Flaherty. Crosses it across the face, but it's cleared away. Denton heads that one down. Copley collects it. Copley into Todd Alcock. Kessie Denton. Captain Alcock today. Denton into Alcock again. Intricate passing in a little triangle there with Imre, Denton and Alcock. Can they make anything of this? They have. Imre plays it across the fuss. Oh, it's beautiful from Omalabu. And Copley makes it one that I had to clap before clicking the button. It's a really, really well worked goal, this. The triangle down the right-hand side. Imre whipped it across. Omalabu got there, didn't panic, put it back across goal, and Louis Copley taps it home. That's a really, really nice goal for Slough, and it's Chesham 0, Slough 1. Hi there, Editor Cal here. I just noticed in that game there was 14 passes before the goal. 14. Should we look at it again? Denton heads that one down. Copley collects it. Copley into Todd Alcock. Kessie Denton. Captain Alcock today. Denton into Alcock again. Intricate passing in a little triangle there with Imre, Denton and Alcock. Can they make anything of this? They have. Imre plays it across the fuss. Oh, it's beautiful from Omalabu. Sorry for the interruption, but if you are enjoying the video, click like. How about you comment underneath saying the words beautiful from Omalabu, and click that subscribe button as well. Why not? Wow, I haven't edited anything out. Literally nothing's happened until then, and it's 1-1. It's Chesham's first shot in the game. Unbelievable. A free kick that's headed in at the back post. Wiseheart took it. The ex-Aveley man, I think, and Bramald rose highest above Robinson to head past the day. It's literally Chesham's first shot on goal in the game, and it's 1-1. Wonderful. Look at that. One shot on goal. When you've surrendered your lead, there is only one man who you can rely on, and that is Hamzad Karbo. He comes on at half-time for Mario Isaacs. Hopefully, he will be able to guide us through to 3 points here, because it's a really disappointing one to not be in the lead against a quite poor Chesham side. I think they're newly promoted as well. As Smith has it in the middle. Howe, I assume it's Eddie Howe's son or brother, one of the two. Imre cuts someone out. Stan Flaherty into Kargbo. Holds it up well. Robinson into Omalabu. Omalabu now, off to Tafari Moore, down the left-hand side for Slough. Moore knocks it over to Stan Flaherty, who takes it on his stride, crosses it towards Kargbo. He should score. Copley should score again. How have we not scored? Dear me, point-blank rage for 2 efforts there. And it remains 1-1. Free kick here from Imre to the back post towards Kargbo, who will keep this in, I think. Hamzad knocks it off to Robinson. Charlie Robinson, Moore, back to Kargbo. It's not what we want, Kargbo, though. Robinson crosses it to the back post. Stan Flaherty was there. Danny Imre, Alcock shoots. It's deflected, and Flaherty's header goes through to Phillips fairly harmlessly. And Chesham will now get possession back unless we can win this back. Denton heads it on to Copley. We have Kargbo. Back to Robinson. This is what I like, is when we're relentless in our attacks. Alcock into Omalabu. Tafari Moore. He's not having the best game. Gets the ball. Cuts inside. Crosses towards Kargbo. And that's why you bring him on.
It's Kargbo.
It's another goal towards the top goal scorer list for Slough's history. Weird way of saying it. But Moore, who, as I say, is not having a good game, clips the cross in, Cargbo rises highest, and it took him 15 minutes to get himself a goal and get Slough back into the lead. We love that man. It's Hamzad Cargbo's Slough 2, Chesham 1. Dice and Oyatunde coming on for Slough. Slight move around with a few of the different positions, but Oyatunde, we talked about him at the start of the season. It could have been his breakout year this year, and it just hasn't been. He just hasn't had any sort of impression. I think he's got 2 goals for the season, so he could really do the goal today to get back in our reckoning, really, as Dice gives that away on the left-hand side. Edwards now for Chesham, into Bramald, off to Roddy, their left back, who's closed down by Oyatunde. Wiseheart now, though, crosses it across, and Bramall should have made it 2-2. Chesham have not had anything in this game, but my word, they could have had a second goal there, as Tafari Moore throws it right in the corner. He's obviously moved over to the right back position with Dice on the left. Oyatunde now picks this up for Slough. Daniel Oyatunde off to Stan Flaherty. Not the best ball, but we keep possession. Robinson now, off to Alcock, cuts it to Tyrese Dicey, and the ball wasn't good enough there from Todd Alcock, our playmaker. Temi cuts that one out though. Copley, let's go back and forward this highlight, and then he loses it. It's a long ball up to Bramald, but we should get there through Kessie Denton. Into Todd Alcock, off to Tafari Moore, back to Denton. The clearance is awful. Gallimore, Eddie Howe's brother. Gallimore, Eddie Howe's brother. Brilliant save from Dylan O'Day. We get away with that one. There seems to be a real break between the defence and the attack there. We just could not get out. As Wiseheart will now take this corner. It's towards Roddy. It looked like he pushed our man there, but we continue play as Stan Flaherty gives it off to Dice. End of highlight. Still 2-1 with 10 minutes to go. Cargbo now with the ball in midfield. Copley over to Oyatunde. Looked like he was fouled there by Roddy, but no foul given by the referee. Not the first time in this game that's happened, actually. Wiseheart now drives forward. I'm not calling, for corruption, but it does seem like there's corruption. Edwards, Wiseheart, Roddy crosses, Robinson clears that one. Tafari Moore needs to deal with it and does really well, It's off to Louis Copley now. We're on the counter-attack. I think we're going to lose it, though, and Perkins gets in there. This is the second strange highlight that we've seen, I would say, as Robinson heads this one down to Copley. He's not going to get there. Edwards picks up towards Bramald. Bramald's in behind. Bramald! Michael Bramald, as his second of the afternoon. He rockets that one past Dylan O'Day. No chance to the keeper. But this is potentially an awful result if we were to draw this one. We just keep giving it away. I don't know whether it's a complacency thing in midfield or tired legs, but Michael Bramald with a brilliant finish to make it 2-2. We're going to need to throw everything at them, I think, here with 5 minutes to go. Okay, so I've had a play around and I've come up with this really orthodox formation, the 2-2-3-3 formation. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one that people enjoy. The 2-2... we've got Robinson up front. We've got Copley. We've got Dice out on the wing. We're going very attacking, incredibly direct, aiming for the target forwards because we've got 2 of them. Can we create something in the last 5 minutes? Let's hope so. Unbelievably, it didn't even make a highlight. There is a highlight. There is a highlight. Tyrese Dice, Stan Flaherty, surely not. Cargbo. Oh, no. Oh, I was having my meltdown. Imagine if we'd scored. It's a really, really poor result, that one. When no one else was playing, we pick up a 2-2 draw. 21 shots on goal, 3.71 XG. We have thrown away 3 points there. So we finished the episode in 4th place, which it's all right, but we still, that was our game to get some points on the board, and we just didn't really do it. As you can see, we are in this perpetual motion of we're good, but we're not quite good enough to win the league. And I think it's going to be another maybe season. Surely it's not another failed playoffs. And even worse, surely it's not another failed playoff final. I'll see you in the next one. I'm actually streaming a few times this week. So if you do want to head over to twitch.tv/ycallum, I might even finish the season this week. Who knows? I'll see you there. Have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.